Good morning. And so, getting back to where we ended off, just saying on the fourth that we need to really seek God and have a discerning spirit. And one of the first scriptures I'd like to use, because this was a scripture that was taught to me in my youth service when I first became a Christian. And the scripture that really caused me to understand spiritual stuff was Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. As a matter of fact, if I may interject that, this scripture is apparently the scripture for the then PYPA department, the Pentecostal Young People Association. And so it said this: and then answered the angel unto Zerubbabel, it's not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. That thing was driven and drilled into us as young people, especially young converts. And it was not easily understood, but you've got the gist of it on the outward, and we're going to get on the inward sooner or later. But on the outward, you understood that as a young person or a young Christian, that the literal words that the angels spoke to Zerubbabel, he said, it's not by might. And when you think about might, you think about strength, not by power. When you think about power, you think about brute force. And so what I understood way back then was that it doesn't matter how big or bad or important you may think you are in the ministry, that doesn't help with the things of God. And that really delighted me and gave me a passion and a hope that little old me, so to speak, who's not little old me anymore, that I could do something of substance, something that would be life changing, something that would be life altering, because it didn't have to do with how important I was. It didn't have to do with how big I was. It didn't have to do with how mighty or strong I was. It had to do with somebody even more of a greater stature than a person, than myself. And I'm coming back tomorrow.